this episode of Star Hopping with Kissimmee Park Observatory, we'll look at the Lepus and Fornax regions and show you how to find these beautiful deep sky objects. Messier 79, NGC1365, in the radio galaxy, Fornax A. All right, let's go star hopping. Hey, hello, hi, and welcome to episode 13 of Star Hopping with Kissimmee Park Observatory. I'm Dave Hearn, and I'm totally fired up to be your host. In this series of programs, we'll show you the most beautiful sights in the night sky and explain exactly how to find them with your binoculars or your telescope. So this week's star hopping targets are all a bit of a stretch, and they'll definitely test your deep sky location skills. As you saw from the intro, these three targets are considered medium to difficult. As the brighter constellations in the winter Milky Way rise, interesting but significantly fainter constellations are also starting to rise. These are the constellations of Lepus the Hare, Columba the Dove, Selim the Chisel, Horologium the Clock, Eridanus the River, and Fornax the Furnace. These all lie to the lower right of Orion and Canis Major outside of the soft glow of the Milky Way, but they contain some spectacular deep sky objects, particularly some of the galaxies contained within the border of Fornax. Our first target for this episode is a bright globular in the constellation of Lepus the Hare, Messier 79. This object is a very nice globular, but it's in an unusual location in the sky. Most globulars are grouped around the galactic center, but this one is situated on the opposite side of the Milky Way galaxy's central bulge from our solar system. We'll be starting our star hop on the lower left foot star of Orion, Saiph. Are you ready to go? All right, let's do it. Move about 5 degrees down and a little to the right to the third magnitude star Zeta Leporus. Now move another 5 degrees down and to the right to the brightest star in Lepus, Arneb, which shines at magnitude 2.6. Now move down about 3 degrees to another star of second magnitude, Nihal. Now it's time for a leap of faith. There's a fifth magnitude star about 5 degrees to the lower right. Once you arrive there, move to the left and slightly up and you should spy Messier 79, a small but fairly bright globular cluster. Once you locate it, pop in your high-power eyepiece and see if you can resolve it into stars. Messier 79 is estimated to be about 40,000 light years from us and is about 18 light years in diameter. The cluster was discovered by Pierre McCain in 1780, who then reported it to his friend and colleague Charles Messier. M79 was first resolved into stars by William Herschel in 1784. Oh, now the going gets tougher. Those of you with larger scopes, 8 inches or greater, will be needed to locate our next target, which is one of the most striking barred spiral galaxies in the sky, NGC1365, in the constellation of Fornax. This galaxy is fainter than what we've looked at before, shining at magnitude 9.6. This galaxy has a well-defined central bar with a bright core at its center. The wispy spiral arms curve north and south from the ends of the bar, gradually tapering into points and form a rounded Z-shaped halo. In astrophotos, you can see traces of dust lanes along the major axis and in the arms as well. So, to locate NGC 1365, we'll be starting in Canis Major and then proceed to traverse the stars of 5 faint constellations, Columba, Selim, Horologium, Eridanus, and finally into Fornax, a total of 11 hops. This one is definitely the most complicated star hop to date on the show, but I know we'll be able to do it. A couple episodes ago when we explored Canis Major, we started a couple star hops from the central star of the Y of Canis Major, Wesen. Just below and to the right of Wesen is the first magnitude star Adhara, which will be our starting point of our celestial quest. From Adhara, move about 10 degrees to the right to third magnitude Farud. Now move about 3 degrees down across the border into Columba to find third magnitude Delta Columbae. Now move about 6 degrees to the right to fourth magnitude Gamma Columbae. Now make a quick move about a degree to the right to third magnitude Wazin. WASN forms a small equilateral triangle with its brighter second magnitude neighbor, FACT, and fainter fourth magnitude, Epsilon Columbae, so you can just move to Epsilon. Here's a somewhat difficult move, crossing into the border into sea level. Head about 10 degrees down and to the right to fourth magnitude Alpha Celi. Next, move about 4 degrees to the right into the constellation of Horologium, to third magnitude Alpha Horologium. Another tough move ahead into the constellation of Eridanus. Slide about 5 degrees to the right to a 6 magnitude star. We're almost there. Move about 3 degrees to the upper right to 4th magnitude H Eridani. Now hold your breath. We're going to move about 1 degree to the upper right to a 7th magnitude star. Now move about a half degree to the right and you will have arrived at our target, the wispy glow of NGC1365. Using the averted vision method, see if you can spy the central bar and the 2 main spiral arms. At the core of NGC1365 lies a supermassive black hole. Astronomers think the galaxy's prominent bar plays an important role in the galaxy's evolution, drawing gas and dust into a star-forming engine and ultimately feeding the material into the central black hole. Our own Milky Way galaxy is thought to have a bar, but perhaps not so prominent as the one in NGC 1365. Okay, no rest for the weary. Onward to Fornax A, which is fortunately only about 2 degrees away. As you can see, we are in a very dense area of galaxies known as the Fornax supercluster. Fornax A, also known as NGC 1316, is the largest and brightest galaxy in the cluster, glowing at magnitude 8.5, a little bit more reasonable. Okay, let's star hop. From our current location on NGC 1365, you'll see a small triangle of stars about a degree to the right. That's Chi-1, Chi-2, and Chi-3 Fornacis. All 3 of these stars are around 6th magnitude. Move to the center of the group. About a degree and a half downward lies a 7th magnitude star, which is our next move, so go for it. Now move about a half degree to the lower left to locate Fornax A. Astronomers think that this elliptical galaxy collided with a gas-rich spiral galaxy in its past, because Fornax A is a tremendously powerful source of radio waves, thought to be generated by yet another massive black hole at the galaxy's center. Fornax A's collision event may have fueled the central black hole with gas, causing it to become a radio galaxy. Well, great job. Those were 2 tough star hops, particularly the one to NGC 1365. There are just no bright stars closer to these targets, so a long hop was necessary. Sometimes that happens, so you just have to map out your moves. So let's review. We started off locating the small but bright globular cluster in Lepus, Messier 79. Then we proceeded on a long 11-hop Star Trek
Space, the final frontier,
to the gorgeous barred spiral galaxy NGC 1365. Finally, we jumped down to locate the massive radio galaxy Fornax A. The last 2 both having massive black holes at their galaxy cores. I bet you never thought you'd be looking at 2 black holes in a single evening. That's pretty neat.
I hope you've enjoyed star hopping around the Milky Way. These videos are designed to help you find deep sky objects that are up in the sky at the time we post them on social media. I create these videos to help everyone learn the sky and get more enjoyment out of their telescopes and astronomy in general. Don't miss my free field notes for this episode, basically the script of the show, with all the images and star charts we use for our star hopping activities. You can get them for free at starhopping.org/digitalstore/field-notes. If this is the first time you're checking out star hopping, and if you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, click the thumbs up on the video, and please share this tutorial out to your friends who like looking at stars. Please feel free to leave any questions or comments, and we will be sure to respond quickly. We'd love to hear from you to discuss all this great stuff up in the sky. Also, please follow me on X at StarHoppingMan and on Facebook, where I post announcements about these episodes and share all of our astro photos and keep everyone informed about upcoming astronomical events. Well, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time on Star Hopping with Kissimmee Park Observatory.